Thank you, Jalon and Francesca. Thank you, Thomas and Mayor Strickland. It's been so great to hear your stories of restoration.
That's my script.
And I think that Bob Perkowitz should be joining us as well. Is that right, Bob?
I hope so.
There he is.
We're going to be on two separate screens? Okay, well, that's okay. I wanted to thank Jalon, Francesca, Thomas, and Mayor Strickland, too. All the restoration stuff and Rebecca's exercise breaks, all of the energy of the whole conference has just gotten to me. And as soon as we get done, I'm going to get on my bike and ride. So I thought I'd get ready a little bit early. What did you think about it all, Meighen?
Well, I'm glad that you are taking the People for Bikes. I'm glad that you're taking the People for Bikes recommendation, and there you go, and getting out on your bike. So, and I'm also, I'm so grateful for all the speakers. The theme of our summit was ambition, restoration, and justice, and every session covered those themes. It's not often that you get people who are truly committed to bringing all those three things forward. And our speakers truly did. And it was a joy to hear their stories, to hear their guidance. And I'm really inspired. I've taken so much notes. There's so much that each of us can do. And they really were very helpful in shining a light on all of it.
Yeah, I'm with you. There are many memorable comments. I want to go back and listen to them all and write some things. I thought Rich Lou's story about stories, about how we have all the people that get the data. They don't remember that. Everybody else doesn't remember the data. It is stories that stick with you. And the stories about, the video before the last session about Little Sugar Creek in Charlotte, North Carolina. They built this mall over this beautiful creek. It wasn't beautiful. It was very polluted when they built it. But and then I was there to watch the transformation. And she said they spent $42 million on it. I am absolutely certain that the property values of everything around there went up more than $42 million. And then I like TNC's thing about the oyster. What a great story. And TPL's thing. I'll remember the park gap that poor lower income communities use parks 3 or 4 times as much, and they have half the parks at half the size. It's just not right. The whole justice thing that flowed through this was just amazing.
Well, absolutely. And also really converting that mine lands into nature space in West Virginia, gives people jobs. It helps, plant trees and clean the air. And they also talked about increasing food production as well. I liked how Mayor Strickland was talking about the fact that natural infrastructure is what cities can afford at scale. And that's really quite a lesson to all of us, that not only can we be enjoying nature, but we can be pushing for more natural infrastructure in our communities. So yet another thing that we can all be doing.
Yeah, and I do have to just pause and thank you, Meighen and Ashley and Jess, the production team. Like I say, anybody that's been behind the scenes have no idea all of the different things that are going on to make it happen. It's more like a very complicated television show production, a news show production, than it is kind of like a webinar. So I want to thank all of you guys a whole bunch. And then I do, it was for me hearing Gina, hearing Michael Reagan, hearing Senator Whitehouse, and the whole Biden-Harris administration, the thing yesterday, it is really, climate change seems to be exploding all around us. And it's so nice to be so prepared for it, that we've worked with all of our partners and we can all contribute and support all the things that that are hopefully going to happen in the next couple of years that are going to save the world as we know it.
Yeah, it's so exciting to see all the announcements, the coverage, and the congressional address last night, celebrating the first 100 days today. So much progress, I think even beyond our expectations. But as we've been saying for the last few days, it really matters what we do locally. Like, it's great to have all of this progress nationally, but rubber meets the road in our own towns and cities, and counties and states. And so ecoAmerica is here to help with that. We hope the summit has been helpful for you. All the videos will be up on YouTube, so you can replay them. We already have the first day up, and the rest will get up early next week. We have our momentous commitment that you can sign on to, our new online community. You can stay subscribed to the ecoAmerica newsletter to stay in touch. You've heard some of our research over the past couple of days, and so please access that. We give it away for free in your work as you need to make points to others and inspire others to join you. We also have a lot of resources as well. So we talked about the replication guides from the American Climate Leadership Summit, stepwise guides that are available. We also have action resources that are just 2 pages that you can customize and use really just with anyone. So please do see us as a resource in your work, in your journey to do more on climate.
Well, I also have to thank the rest of the team at ecoAmerica and all of our partners. There were so many people that contributed so much to this. Just getting 82 plus speakers together is an amazing accomplishment, and everybody on the ecoAmerica team pulled in for that. But I also have to thank the audience here. You know, this was, I don't know, 20 plus hours of programming over 3 days. I'm sure very few people watched all 20 numbers. I'm sure we got 1,500, 2,000 people that watched parts of it. But I wanted to thank people who have made it this far for all the participation and everything that we've done. And then the other fun thing for me is the ACLA award winner, the American Climate Leadership Awards people. At the bottom, lower down on the screen below us, there's a little tab that says awards, and you can click on it, and all those videos are there. They're only 2 minutes long, 3 minutes long, but you know, the city of Ann Arbor, and so many of them are so entertaining and so inspiring. The whole awards thing has just been fantastic. And then, you know, starting tomorrow at our debrief, we start planning for ACLS 2022. And I want to invite partnerships. I want to invite, you know, we have learned a lot. This COVID thing, you know, we were pretty good at doing the live thing. We've been trying to do a hybrid thing, but it didn't work last year. It didn't work this year. But we've learned a lot. And, you know, with the whole world turning toward climate change, this used to be the only real summit out there. And there's so many climate things out there right now. But so looking forward to working with everybody who wants to on the 22 version. And then the last thing for me is, you know, our strategy of local action, national purpose. It is so rewarding to get it down to the community level and use those resources, Meighen, that you were holding up, and do the training and take real people that are with the imprimatur of the APHA or, you know, the Lutheran Church or all the different people that participate in our programs, you know, training their staffs to go out and work on climate change, truly trusted messengers. So it's been a great thing. The 2 biggest things for me are probably the justice thing, the justice session on day 2. My heart was beating when I was listening to those stories of those people and what they've been through. And then the health and mental health thing, I think are going to stick with me a lot more too. But so that's my kind of takeaway.
Absolutely. I've said it before, but I think I'm going to be binge watching all of the sessions again as soon as they get up on YouTube. I also want to thank everyone for joining today. Thank you, Bob, for creating ecoAmerica and giving us this opportunity to make a difference in the world. And I just want to say one last thing to everyone listening is, if we haven't underscored this before, I want to leave you with this, is that we are all the ones that we've been waiting for. Right, Bob?
Yeah, and if anybody's in DC that wants to go for a bike ride, just text me at 704-904-6720, 20 miles, 40 miles, something like that. We can get it done way before dark. And you know, we can ride up Rock Creek or ride out the Potomac River and experience a lot of the beautiful nature that we're trying to preserve and protect. So thanks so much, Meighen, and everybody. And we'll look forward to seeing you next year, if not before.
Until next year. Thank you, everyone.